Nutrition makes up one side of the burn triangle. Conventional dieting makes you fat. While your total caloric intake is the most important diet factor, the ratio of protein to carbohydrates to fat can dictate whether the weight you lose is muscle or fat. In order to get lean and stay lean, it is essential that the food you eat contains all the macronutrients, carbohydrates for energy, protein for building blocks, and fats to support a healthy endocrine system, which will optimize your metabolism. The weighing scale doesn't tell you what type of weight you're losing. Remember that for every pound of muscle you lose, your metabolism can slow down by as much as 60 calories per day. Due to poor lifestyles, the average person is losing between 10 to 20 pounds of muscle before they are 40. Do the maths. The primary biomarker of aging is muscle wastage. We don't need to accelerate it by inadequate nutrition.
Burning fat, it's a 24/7 endeavour. To keep your metabolism fired up, you need to eat regularly throughout the day. Not only that, but you must choose the right foods in the right amounts to keep your metabolism revved up, so you burn fat without losing muscle, and that's the key. There are fundamentals, laws if you will, that are all you need to shed excess body fat from your midsection and elsewhere. Food, as we will see, not only supplies the body with energy, building blocks and essential nutrients, it also has a significant effect on your hormonal system, which in turn can dramatically affect our ability to lose weight and replace lean tissue.
Your body has one goal, and that's survival. It doesn't care about having fun or how well you look. It wants to store food as if you were living in prehistoric times, when food was hard to come by. Food is now so readily available that we don't need to store so much in our bodies.
However, eating is important in keeping our metabolisms going. And if you cut down too much or stop eating, your body will go into survival mode, shutting off your metabolism and trying to hold on to everything it can. That's why it's so important to eat plenty and regularly, whether you need to shed fat or build lean tissue.
During the 7-week Lean Body program, you'll be following the principle of 1/3 protein, 1/3 starch carbohydrate, and 1/3 fruit or veg on your plate. Your portion will be based around your lean body mass.
Eating regularly doesn't mean stuffing your face. Rather, it means we're switching from the traditional 3 large meals per day to 3 primary meals and 2 mini meals. This will allow your body to spread out its calories from carbohydrates, proteins and fats, promoting your metabolism and keeping your body properly fueled. Generally, you will be consuming 1 gram of protein and 1 gram of complex carbohydrate per pound of fat-free mass per day. The remainder of your calories will come from fats, primarily essential fats, which support the metabolic process and aid in your body's ability to burn your own body fat. Your lean body mass will be calculated by our nurse during your initial screening, so your intake of food will be specific to your individual requirements. There is no guesswork, it's perfect for you. There are 3 primary food groups: carbohydrates, proteins and fats. If you want to get lean, and I emphasize stay lean, you need to eat a balance of them all. Every fad diet from the early diets of the 1960s has in some way manipulated food groups. So let's look at these macronutrients.
You'll be eating mainly complex carbohydrates, including sweet potatoes, whole grains, whole wheats, oatmeal and oat bran. These are what we call starch complex carbs because they break down more slowly in the body, as opposed to fast-absorbing simple carbohydrates like white bread, sugar or white rice, which kick up high levels of insulin, and this means complex carbohydrates are less likely to be stored as fat and more likely to be used as an energy source.
Complex carbohydrates are important. They are the best source of fuel for the human body, and they also spare proteins to be used as building blocks for our cells, including muscle cells. They are crucial in our body's long and short-term ability to actually burn fat. Good carbs give us the energy to train and sleep properly, essential components in speeding our metabolisms to properly burn fat and maintain lean tissue.
Vegetables. You'll be eating plenty of nutrient-rich vegetables like broccoli, spinach, asparagus, peppers and tomatoes. High in micronutrients, vitamins and minerals, which are important to the proper functioning of our bodies. Vegetables make up another third of our plate in main meals. Fruits are also complex carbohydrates and can be used as healthy snacks. However, they do break down more quickly than veg, so we don't overuse them.
Don't be over confused by the glycemic index of food. Ensuring that we mostly eat carbohydrates with protein slows down the release of sugars into the bloodstream from carbs, making all the carbs less glycemic. This controls our insulin response better, enabling us to utilize energy and burn fat at the same time. Protein. This makes up the other third of our plate at main meals. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Protein is essential for maintaining muscle mass and for replacing muscle lost from aging or poor lifestyles. However, more is not necessarily better. We need the right amounts at the right times during the day and combined with complex carbohydrates. As well as supplying essential building blocks for tissue repair, protein plays a direct role in our ability to burn fat by slowing down the release of sugars from carbohydrates and releasing glucagon, which triggers the body's fat-burning process, lipolysis.
You'll be eating high-quality sources of protein from chicken fillets, turkey breast, white fish, oily fish, lean cuts of red meat and eggs, primarily egg whites.
Fats. Good fats are essential. They won't make you fat. In fact, they support the metabolic process and enable the body to activate lipolysis, which is the body's ability to break down stored fats, triglycerides, into fatty acids so they can be transported to muscle cells and actually used as an energy source. They make up 15 to 20% of your overall calories every day. The most effective way of ensuring that we get the right amounts of fat is to eat oily fish once to twice per week and supplement with something like flaxseed oil, which is very rich in omega-3.
We won't be eating fast-acting carbohydrates like white sugar, cereals, white bread or any processed foods. We won't be cooking with hydrogenated or trans fats or high-sodium cooking agents like soy sauce, which hold water, dehydrate the body and slow down metabolism. One of the biggest obstacles to a healthy diet is planning. In today's world, it's so easy to grab fast foods or sandwiches from the local shops which contain processed meat and cheese, or wraps pertaining to be healthy. And then there's the so-called healthy cereals. There's actually more nutrition in the box, and even the ones that pertain to slim you down are made from cheap ingredients and are laced with salt and modified starch. The key in avoiding these things is planning. You'll be taught to understand and read packaging in foods to allow you to shop with confidence, and how to organise snacks so you don't have to grab that unhealthy alternative.
Can you cheat? I'm not perfect and I don't expect you to be either. We all deserve a treat here and there, and it's important to conserve our sanity, especially when you're working so hard. Does this mean you can cheat once a day? No. Can you once or twice a week? Yes. Just make sure you don't binge or go off the deep end, and separate your cheat meals on different days. Anyway, we'll show you simple techniques to stay on track, which will allow you to eat out without too much restriction and still burn fat. You're going to learn the tools to eat at home, in the office or on the run, which will keep you on track and fit in with your lifestyles.
Let's talk about what you can and cannot drink. You'll be cutting out sodas, be they sugar or sweetener based. They both drive up your insulin levels. With alcohol, no, you can't drink every day, but yes, you can have a drink once or twice per week. It can have its benefits by helping you to relax and stay focused. You just need to be sensible.
Water is essential. We all know what happens if you don't get any. You die. More specifically, water is important to your body to perform multiple processes like metabolizing food, maintaining energy, building muscle, and fighting off disease. So you'll be drinking at least 2 litres of water per day, in some cases more. You can also drink coffee or tea, as long as you don't add sweeteners or sugar. It's a lot to take in, I know. Don't worry, everything will be taken one step at a time, under the guidance of your trainer and supported by the whole team at New You. At the end of the day, nutrition is mainly food, but doesn't need to get too complicated.